guys, it's Jess. Happy Friday. Today I wanted to do a little bit of a talk about how not to treat clients. And a subsection of that is basically how not to make super unhappy clients. And what does that mean? Great way to make unhappy clients is to stick them with the problem. Okay, so like let's say you're going to, hello. I just want to say hello to all the lovely people who are watching. Hi. Okay, so an example of this. Let's say you go to the store because you want to buy some apples for to make an apple pie, and you go to the store and like you want to buy a particular type of apples, and first of all you can't find the apples, and then when you find the apples they only have like this other kind that you don't really want that much, and you're like, okay, whatever, fine, I'll get these, and you get to the checkout and then there's like this huge line. That's fine because you're just like, whatever, I'll just deal with it. You get there and they're like, you know, they want to charge you like way more than was listed for the apples, and you were like, okay, whatever, fine, I'll just pay it. And then you go home and you cut them open and they're rotten. And you're like, seriously? So then you bring them back to the store, because what are you supposed to do with some rotten apples? And they're like, oh, we don't accept any returns. And so now, you know, after all those annoyances and problems, you're stuck with A, your main problem of having apples to make an apple pie is not solved. And B, now you're stuck with like these apples that you don't really want, right? So the thing about this, the general crux is solve your client's problems. Don't leave them just holding the bag, you know, going, now what am I supposed to do now? You know, now what do I do? Not like that. A good product or a service solves problems for people, right? So, I mean, you can think of examples like that, like an iPhone, it solves like tons of problems. So you're like, yes, I need this. Or, you know, like, let's say you have a toothache or something and you go to your dentist and your dentist handles it and you're like, oh, wow, that was great. You know, now I don't have a toothache, you know, but if you go to the dentist and there's a lot of things about it that are, well, anyway, dentists are a bad example sometimes, but you get what I'm saying. So whether it's a physical product or a service, you want to solve the problems of your clients. So it's the product itself, but it's also in the way that it's delivered. You know, I shot an event at the Waldorf Astoria in Beverly Hills. It's a new hotel, brand new branch of the Waldorf. And I swear I've never been I've never been in a hotel that had so many staff. You walk in and there's like 4 people there at the valet, and they park your car, and I needed some help with my bags, so they helped me with my bags. And the guy's like, well, where are you going? And I said, I don't know. And he goes, oh, okay. And he like carried my bags with me all the way to wherever it was I needed to go. And on the way I saw like 5 or 6 other people, staff there, smiling at me and looking at me like, do you need anything? Oh, you're good. Okay, good. Smile. And I thought, whoa, you know, like their job is to make sure that anything that you run across is handled. There's no snags. You're never left going, oh no, what do I do? Right? So, you know, another example is I went to a couple years ago, I shot an event at Spago. It's a fantastic restaurant. It's been there forever. And both of these places are definitely not cheap, right? They charge what they charge. And I was inspired by their level of customer service. At Spago, just like at the Waldorf, they treat you like you're a friend. You know, like, wow, they're so happy that I'm here. And any question I have, like, you know, where's the bathroom? They're like, oh, it's just right over here. And they don't just kind of go, well, it's over there. You know, they actually kind of like walk you toward it and say, yeah, it's just right here. You know, so you're never like lost or on your own or wondering what's happening. Anyway, you get the idea. I wanted to take a quick second to say hello to all you lovely people who are watching. Thank you. It's really nice. So there's different ways to do this. And all these things, if you think about it, customer experience where you're never left holding the bag yourself as a customer. You're never left going, oh, now what do I do? That's relaxing. It instills confidence, and it really makes you happy, and it makes you want to refer that business or, you know, to somebody else, or that product to somebody else, obviously, right? Because it's like awesome. Okay, so ways that you can do this. First off, as a business owner or a service provider, you know, streamlining the structure of your product, you know, making it easy for your client. So whatever aspect it is of it, just thinking about, what do they actually want? What do they need? How can I deliver that in such a way that is super simple for them to understand, gives them exactly what they need. There's no snags or confusions. It's just like easy, right? People love that. I know I love that. And kind of anticipating what they might need, and use your experience. You're the expert that they're hiring. So think about, maybe they're not asking the right questions. Maybe, from the way that they're talking, it sounds like they may actually need something that they haven't asked for. And maybe you need to go, hey, it sounds like, I'm a photographer, right? So I think about photography stuff, but, it sounds like you might actually need these pictures like the next day. Is that right? How, or you need them in a particular format. Interesting. What do you need? Help them along with it. And because you are the expert and you can help them guide the experience in a nice, smooth, happy way. And the other thing too is to be a person who says yes. Yes is solving problems. No is stopping and making problems. Can you, maybe your client asks you for something that's a little unusual, and, maybe it's something where it's going to take a lot of extra work or something like that. Don't sit there and hem and haw over and say, oh yeah, I don't know if I can do that, or yeah, we don't normally do that. No, be like, ow, yeah, absolutely. Maybe it's something you need to charge them extra for, right? Because it's going way over, but be a solver of their problems. That is my advice to you this Friday. So have an awesome weekend, and I hope you spend it doing something that you love. Thanks. Bye.